owned an estate probate planning firm in Denver for over 40 years. Mike's been a partner in the firm for the last 22 years. Mike's a guy that's a $500,000 plus a year earner, has been for years. Okay, he does the high-end stuff from us, the estate and probate planning. He handles that in to coordinate with you agents. Once again, I don't think there's anybody more qualified that understands estate and probate planning, case design than this gentleman standing right here. And guess what? He's here for you. He's here for you. See, you don't have to be the expert. We have the experts in-house. All you have to do is bring the prospect, and they'll help do the case design and close the case for you. Mike? Scott and I have been best friends since 1989. We've been best friends since 1989. Okay, every single person in here, if you're serious in our company, you talk to this guy probably every day, every other day, every third day. And you can call Scott at 7 in the morning. You can call him at 12:30 at night. For those of you who don't know him, that's his work ethic and that's his commitment to you. Okay, Scott, personally, I think he's the best at distributor relations of anybody I've ever worked with. And I'm not saying that because I've known him since 1989. I'm not saying it because he's one of my best friends. Let me ask you this question. Who do you know 7 days a week that you can call at 7, 8 in the morning or 12, 1 o'clock at night and you actually pick the phone up and answer the questions and get what you want? Ed just shook his fist. Tell him what time you call Scott. Does he pick the phone up and get it done?
Well, 2 nights ago, I had a nice player. It was 12 o'clock midnight, and we was having a problem. And I said, wait a minute, everybody was gone, technology people. I called Scott, he picked up the phone, and he solved the problem in 10 minutes, but he stayed another 40 minutes on the phone, selling the dream and moving this person on.
What time of night was that? That's midnight, folks, okay? You know what that's called? That's called commitment. That's called commitment. It's called willing to pay a price to get to the goal line. Well, folks, everybody on this stage is willing to pay a price. And you know what? We're going to be a $1 billion cap company in the next 3-4 years. Next 5 to 7, we'll be a $3 to $5 billion cap company. Next 10 years, we're going to be a big cap company. Scott, he paid me
I got to tell you something about taking a late night call. I believe it was yesterday morning. I'm sleeping. I hear the phone ring at 4:30 in the morning. Anybody like to get 4:30 in the morning calls? I answer it. I'm all chipper. I'm like, hey, hi, this is Dan. How can I help you? It's Doug Arendelle. He goes, sorry, Dan, I butt dialed you.
Something just happened also that's highly offensive to me. Scott gave me $1 to say that about him. He's the cheapest person I think I've ever met in my life. You believe he's that cheap? Let me say something about Tony Reyes, and I'm going to share Tony's background with you. Tony was an engineer. Mid-1990s, his father became terminally ill. And when his dad became terminally ill, they told him his dad had 30 days to live. So Tony called work and asked if he could get a month off. They gave him 1 week as it. That's it, 1 week. So his dad lived another 2 months. The next 2 months, Tony would go to work in the morning. When he'd get off work at night, he'd drive an hour and a half to see his father, stay there till his father went to bed at night. Then he'd drive an hour and a half back to San Diego. He did that for 2 months, 7 days a week. When his father passed away, Tony made a commitment that he'd never have a job again in his life. Got involved in WMA part-time, second year, 6 figures. When the mortgage industry happened, Tony became a 7-figure earner. But I'll say this, and again, folks, I don't say this because Tony's a partner, one of the founding partners of the company. I say it because it's a fact. I've worked with a lot of talented people in my life. there's nobody any more talented than Tony Reyes. I can assure you that. That the reason that 99% of the people sitting in this room are here is because of this gentleman standing right here. It was his that started to blow this up. I said this last night about Tony. 7 days a week. He's doing a bop at lunch, doing a bop at night, 7 days a week. Okay, folks, Tony doesn't have to do it 7 days a week. That's his commitment for your success. Anybody that knows Tony Reyes, he never puts anybody in front of Tony Reyes. He always does what's best, number one, for the customer. He always does what's best for the agent. And Tony is becoming my role model and mentor. See, I'm the emotional one, I'm the hot-headed one. In other words, when I want to get something done, I don't accept failure, I don't accept excuses, and I can get pretty intense. In other words, it's called win at all costs as long as it's ethical. Period, end of story. That's my mentality. Period, end of story. Well, Tony's an even-keeled guy, and I'm the guy that's pretty emotional, pretty hot-headed when things. Well, I admire that about Tony, and I learned from that. And you know what? That's good for me to have a mentor like Tony, to have a mentor like Randy Crow, Jim. See, I learned from every one of these guys. That's what's neat about the business. Tony, how much money? She gives me $1 million. It's not even real. I can't believe these guys. Okay, folks. The second thing it takes, that if you're going to build a $1 billion cab company, it takes the financial wherewithal to support your model. Okay, I'm going to address financial wherewithal to support the model right now. Okay, I'm going to use Joe Abel again. Joe calls me up on the phone and he says, do we have financial wherewithal to pull this off? Well, first of all, there's no company in America that finances offices, period, end of story. There's no company in America also that is giving people per diems of 5, 10, 15, 20,000 a month. Okay, let's use the worst case scenario, right? Let's say we didn't have a capital raise. No capital raise today. We're done. No capital raise. Where do we go from here? Well, I have enough good friends that would give us money like Sean Meading, Craig Kaler, that we can finance what we have in place already. Okay, you want to hear these guys' commitments back here? You want to hear what their commitment is? Let me explain commitment to you. How about not getting a paycheck for 2.5 months so the marketing moves forward? How's that for commitment for you? How about going 2.5 months without a paycheck so the marketing engine keeps burning? That's commitment, folks. How many people you know that do that kind of commitment? I don't know a lot of people like that. Well, let me give you a worst case scenario, okay? Let's say we didn't have a capital raise. No capital raise, right? We'll fund the offices we have. We'll do the stipends we have. In the second quarter of this year, we're going to make $2.5–3 million. So we become self-funding as a company. We don't have to do a capital raise to make the model work. Okay, you want me to tell you what a capital raise does do? It allows us, Rocky, can you step up here just a second? Saudi, can you come up here just a second? Let me tell you what a capital raise does. Where's Jeff Delgado? Right here. Jeff, can you come up here? Gwen, can you come up here real quick? Dewey, can you come up here real quick? Where's Eric Antonio? Where's Thon Kim? Where's Thon Kim? Thon, you have to get up here. Where's AD at? AD, you have to bring your entire team up here. Bring your entire team up here. Where's Flo and Marlene Fulleron? Let's get Flo and Marlene. Where's Alan Legray up here? Where's Alan Legray? Roy, what are you doing sitting down there? Well, Tony. Who else? Bill, where's Nancy Versosa Henry. Who? Charlton. You have to get up here real quick. I know I'm messing some people, but folks, let me explain to you what a capital raise does, right? Joe Abel, how could we miss you? Get up here. Eddie Camarillo. Eddie, get up here real quick. And folks, there are some people that are not up here that should be up here. So let me explain what a capital raise does. You ready? Okay, we don't have to do a capital raise to build our company. We're going to build an empire with or without it. Let me tell you what it does. When you're able to go out and finance an office for 6 months, when you're able to go out and put people on a per diem, 5, 10, 15, 20,000 a month for 6 months, when someone can end up owning 1% of the company, yet they don't have to write a paycheck, the only thing they have to do is go out and build a sales and marketing team that generates $12 million a year in targeted life premium. We built a $1 billion cap company, 1% to them, that's $10 million in equity. But it also is $900,000 to $1,000 million a year in dividends that we're going to pay out quarterly. Okay, when you fund an office, do a per diem. When people have a chance to have ownership, they can earn ownership, guess what we can do? We can go handpick people like Rocky and Saudi that have had 19,000 people in their organizations before. How's that for you? See what I'm saying? We can go handpick people like Eddie Camarillo. I'm telling you right now, a year from now, Eddie's going to have 1,000 people in her group. 2 years from now, she'll have a couple thousand in her group. 3 years from now, she'll have 4,000 in her group. This gentleman right here, he wouldn't be in our company if we didn't have an office, a per diem for him to take care of his family. 12,000 licensed agents. That this guy by himself, giving the infrastructure, the technology, he'll build a $1 billion cap company. Again, Jeff Delgado. Let me tell you what the capital raise does. Okay, Jeff has been in the recruiting and building system for the last 15, 20 years. Jeff understands it as well as anybody in America. There's nobody that understands it any better than Jeff Delgado. But let me tell you that, now when you wrap that around Tony Robbins, Jeff was one of the top sales trainers with Tony Robbins in America. Well, when you take financial